What's up, guys? As promised, we are back and having a look at the Nightmare Before Christmas Series 4 from Diamond Select. Guys, I gotta say, when I first started collecting this series, I was really only doing it because I'm a huge fan of Nightmare Before Christmas, and I've been kind of, I guess showing a little favoritism toward the line just because I'm a huge fan. With this series, guys, I wasn't even going to order it, but let me just tell you, I'm glad I did. With this series, we're getting a pretty awesome and really accurate figure of Jack finally. The first three series, they just, the Jack figures were cool. They did their own spin on things, but that's a whole nother rant. And check out my next video I'm going to put up. It's going to be called Nightmare Nitpicks, and we'll look at all that. But today let's focus on series 4, guys, and I'm excited to show you this one. So let's start out with Corpse Boy here, Corpse Kid. With him you get some pretty awesome detail, little stitched up eyes, you can see all his little teeth and you see a little rip in his shirt and stuff. As far as the little bit of articulation you're gonna get here, his arm will just barely move up. It's not moving much at all, and I'm afraid to force it, so I'm not going to. You don't get any waist articulation or feet. This is all just one solid piece. And let me show you the back of him, because I almost forgot. And his head will go 360. It's kind of tough once you get it here, but it goes. And it's weird that his little head's kind of, you hear that, a little bit wobbly, but all in all, a great likeness of the Corpse Kid. I hope we get a Corpse family like the dad and the mom as well in a different series, but for now we'll settle for having the Corpse Kid. You can see right now I have the Behemoth holding the little teddy. That is, he will not stand on his own, the little teddy. He didn't come with any kind of stand or anything, but he is pretty cool. I'm glad they included him. Got a lot of paint detail, little streaks, kind of sloppy. I like it. That's how the whole Nightmare Before Christmas universe is. Nice design on him, really good likeness. No articulation at all for him. What you see is what you get. Set him aside, and with this, I'm kind of showing you the first package that I opened. The Behemoth and the Corpse Kid, they came together. Came with this little package with, I don't know if that's supposed to be cockroach or spiders, I guess. But you get a little hollow gift. And taking a look at Behemoth himself, this guy's huge as far as weight. He's a solid piece, not hollow at all. You get a little bit of articulation out of his arms. They will spin 360 if you force them. I don't like to loosen up my joints on any of my little action figures and collections. I just kind of leave him. His head will move, and you can probably get 360 out of that, but once you get up to the shoulder there, his big old neck kind of gets in the way. So his axe is not removable. It's in there. It's right with the sculpt. You see he's got little stitches. Really good paint job with this whole line. I'm so glad I ordered it. I was on the fence about this one, but I knew I wanted to get it so I could complete the fountain. And I'm super happy with this one. It's probably my favorite little wave yet. Wave 4 here. With the others I've ordered, there's been like problems with paint or, here and there. But so far this one, it's pretty awesome, like no blemishes that I've seen yet. And you'll get the 4th piece for the fountain. It comes with Behemoth and Corpse Kid. Let's set these guys back over here. We'll try to keep them in the shot. But let's take a look next at Zero. Zero comes with his house, which is pretty cool. It's like series 1 when we got Jack and Sally with their little background dioramas. Same kind of deal with this. Nice little etching. Really good paint for this one. Cool thing just to have in the background. Zero also comes, we'll show you this real fast, with his little doggy bowl and removable candy cane. And it's got his name on it. Nice touch. And of course Zero himself will come on with a stand. If I can get him. He's kind of shaky on that stand. Trying to show you guys that little pumpkin nose of his. Hold on, that's just not gonna work. I gotta get a good, promise my hands aren't that shaky. Here we go. But Zero has, well, he does have a little bit of he's got a little head movement. But of course that's all you need with Zero. And you'll notice he has a plug right there to put him on the stand. Or if you want to, you can even, we'll take this off, or however you want, you can plug that right in and plug it to the top of his house. And you can have Zero's, whoa, I knew that was going to happen. I didn't feel like it was in there all the way. But you can have Zero on top of his little house, which is another neat option to do to pose him. Myself, I'm not a huge fan of the stands, like of any stands. I'd rather just have the figures, you know. Stands can be a little bit of a distraction. These are clear, so they're nice, pretty cool. Also with Zero, you're gonna get one of the most important pieces. Besides the statue itself, you get the bottom of the town square fountain. Really cool. Got some little ripple details in it. And again, this piece is highly detailed, almost appearing in person like real concrete. With the bottom, you're just gonna get a little graph look. But really happy and really excited to put this together, and I'll do that in just a second. Let's put Zero aside and bring forth my favorite version of Jack so far in this line. This is Pajama Jack, and Pajama Jack is almost, in my opinion, screen accurate as far as his face goes. Finally, so happy for that. And again, like I said, I wasn't going to even get this series, and I'm so happy I did. I'm not disappointed at all, and it's probably my favorite series so far, just because we got a really accurate looking Jack, and you know, his limbs aren't as flimsy and feeble as the other Jacks we got. This is the 4th version of Jack now. We've got Pumpkin King in the last series, we got Santa Jack before that, and then we got a standard Jack. Santa and the standard, both of their faces were not even close to the screen, but this one's really good. I think there were other versions of Jack you could get, like at Toys R Us and a couple of bookstores. But enough about that. And you can see finally, guys, we really get some actual 360 head swivel. His head is on a peg, and for some reason they didn't paint that white, but you can't really tell. It's the same color as his pajamas. I'm super happy with this guy. I'm trying to get a look at the bony fingers. There's no black in that. His feet, they don't swivel at all, but his right at the knee joint, he does have the swivel if you force that. Of course, with all the other Jacks, this one will come apart too, and you get that really weird joint that works, but it's really fragile. So again, I haven't posed any of my Jacks too much. And this guy, he will stand by himself. I had him standing earlier, but we won't waste any more time with Jack. Love his little pajama outfit, his little hood. Awesome Jack. Let's set him back here. He comes with a stand. I'll try to just plug him on there for a second while we're talking about the rest of these guys, or the rest of his accessories rather. Bring forth one of the awesome, coolest accessories that I've had a chance of witnessing in the Nightmare Realm. Now this chalkboard where he's trying to figure out the meaning of Christmas, I think it's really awesome. It's got some weight to it. It comes with this floor, and it plugs right onto the floor. You can see got little pegs on it. Well, it's hard to see on the camera, but nice detail, little swirls on the floor from the lab, and then little holes for the pegs. That just sets right down on there. Really nice. And you can see all the Jack scribbles on here. I love when I first saw that in the movie. It's so funny reading all the little things and picking up where it says Sandy Claus right there. One of the cooler things about this too is it does spin around to reveal the plans for, I guess, the reindeer. Let me just spin it around this way, be easier. It's got the plans for the, so I guess you could always do like a double accessory with this. Just flip it like that and have him and Dr. Finkelstein gathered around making plans for taking over Christmas. So that is really cool. It's a nice accessory. The wood looks good. Got little holly or mistletoe looking decoration around it. And almost failed to mention he comes with a scientific method book where he's reading. Nothing inside of it. And he comes with Zero's bed. So I guess you could set Zero in there too. Take his little peg off. He doesn't fit really well, but good enough. Give him his little candy cane to munch on. But let's set all this stuff back, guys, and let's do what I've set out to do with this collection all along, and that's really what made me get this 4th series. And again, guys, I'm glad I did. Let's bring the fountain forward here. Hopefully we can get a good shot of this. Let me try to adjust the camera here. I may need to readjust it, but I've already got the other parts kind of pushed together. It comes with little pins in all your packages, but I never did get those out. I just didn't feel like I needed to. But basically, you're just gonna set this together. Just one more time, guys. Set that together like so, no problem, easy stuff. And then just set the base down, rotate it around a little bit till it sets on there nice and firm. And then let's bring in the statue. Looks like it's just gonna plug in there. This is the first time I've actually got to see this in person, guys. Looks like it's gonna plug in there pretty good enough. And let's have a look at it. It's awesome. So glad I got this. This is really the first Build-A-Figure, I guess if you want to call it that, that I've ever completed. I do buy a few other kind of figures, and this is really cool. It's really going to be an awesome centerpiece for when I do get all my dudes set up. And in the next video, guys, we'll have a look probably at all my Nightmare collection set up. And we'll, like I said, do a little video. Well, just mainly showing them, but I'll do like some little nitpicks maybe. Hadn't decided 100% on that. But thanks for looking, guys, and I hope you enjoyed this. I can not recommend this series enough. I think it's turned out really good. So happy with Jack there. He's awesome. Behemoth. He's really heavy. I'm so glad he wasn't hollow like the mayor. He's just, I enjoy a good heavy figure. But let's close this video out, guys. Thanks for looking once again. This has been MCM Reviews and More.